Howdy friends, vinyl community. Hope everyone's week went really well. I know mine did. Went by pretty quick and no major setbacks or anything. Did find out my workload at work is going to be going up here in a couple weeks, so a little bit disappointing, but you got to do what you got to do. It's great just to have a job these days, and I do like my job, and I have a lot of freedom, and I definitely want to keep it, and I want to be able to continue my career and stick with it. So I'm just gonna put my nose to the grindstone and do some more work. So that's gonna have to manage my free time a little bit better, but that's no big deal. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. Anyway, without making this video too long, it's going to be fairly long as it is. Week started off great on Monday because I got 500 Blake sleeves. Yay for Blake sleeves. So really glad to get those. Yeah, they're really nice. You know, at first I wasn't sure if I was going to like them. Not sure if I was going to like having to deal with, you know, opening and closing the flap all the time. And because in the past I've put my albums in sleeves, or I put them in, you know, from the top like this, so I was like, well, I don't know if I want to have to open a flap and then pull it out and then, you know, pull the record out. But thankfully somebody showed that if you just put them in, which I don't know why I didn't think of this myself. It's giving me problems now. But if you put them in from the side like this, then just opening the flap gives you access to the record. So that's really nice. And I was glad to get those. And another thing I wanted to talk about was these heavy, I think they're PVC vinyl sleeves that I know Dr. Deadwax loves, and I've been buying these for about the past year now, and I love them too. They're 3 mil thick. They have a matte finish on the outside, but on the inside they are a glossy kind of finish. And they do have the split height at the top for the two pieces, so that makes it really easy to get the records back in once you have them out. The company I've been buying these from is called Square Deal Online, I think it is. I think that's their website, Square Deals Online or something. I'll try to put a link down below. They actually don't have those listed on their website right now because they were out for pretty much the entire month of January, but they did just get a new shipment of those in, and I've ordered 500 of those as well, and they're on their way now, so I should be getting those in the next few days. But if, you know, I know Blake said he's working on seeing if to get clear bags to maybe make an inner sleeve, but if you're looking for a really good inner sleeve, I recommend these highly. Like I said, I'll put a link down below. They also sell on eBay and Amazon, and they're very reasonably priced. They're about, if you buy 100, they're about 12 cents a piece. I just ordered 500, and they're about 10 cents a piece. I think if you order 1,000, they're about 8.5 cents a piece. So they're very reasonably priced, and they're very heavy duty, nice inner sleeves. I don't like paper sleeves, and the MoFi sleeves are ridiculous. They're like 40 cents a piece, and that's kind of high when you got a lot of records to sleeve. So I recommend looking into those for now. Hopefully Clear Bags can make some, and we can order our inners and outers at the same place, and that'd be awesome. So I just wanted to say thank you again, Blake, for making these awesome sleeves. Glad to be able to get these on my collection. They look really great, makes the collection look a lot better, and just can't say enough about them. Very nice. So I've got 500 of those, and hopefully that'll keep me going for a couple months until Clear Bags gets those in stock. I think what my plan for now is just to only re-sleeve the new stuff that comes into the collection, and also sleeve anything that I listen to that's already, you know, up here and that's already been sleeved. If I take it out to listen to, I'll put it back into a Blake bag, a Blake sleeve. So anyway, I wanted to get on with what the meat of this video is about. I went to the thrift store, I guess it's been 2 days ago now, and had another really great haul of records. I guess the luck is continuing from the luck I had this past weekend, and I found some really cool stuff, so wanted to go through and show off what I found. I got a bunch of new stuff in the past couple weeks that I've been wanting to do a video about, but just haven't, with all the threads and all the flea market and thrift store type stuff I've been finding lately. I just haven't gotten to it, but hopefully I can get to that soon. So let's go ahead and do this thrift store find. These are all from the Goodwill, so they're 49 cents each. We got Weather Report tail spinning. Not sure how I feel about Weather Report yet. You know, there's some people love them, some people hate them. Put all these on a little bit last night just to give them a sample, and it's kind of funky. Some of it's good, some of it's kind of cheesy, but I enjoy just picking stuff up like this at the Goodwill for, you know, for 50 cents. Just it's fun just to throw it on once, and not all the stuff I buy ends up in the collection. You know, it's the one nice thing about buying stuff for 50 cents. No hesitation about throwing something out I don't like, or if it's got a skip in it or something like that, or if it's got groove wear. No, I don't hesitate. Just throw it out. We got National Lampoon Radio Hour's Greatest Hits, Gold Turkey. I guess this is just some comedy bits. I guess there was a National Lampoon Radio Hour at some point. There's just some comedy bits on here, so that was fun. The soundtrack to Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein. It's neat. We got Martin Mull, No Hits, 4 Errors, the best of Martin Mull. He does sort of like some comedy music type stuff. Thought it would be interesting to find. This is actually on Capricorn Records, but that was a cool find. And I'm not really a huge fan of disco, but I saw this and had to grab it. It's A Night at Studio 54. So this should be the best of the best of disco. I really do like when there's a metal embossing on records, gold or silver, either one. I like that for some reason. It catches my eye. This next one's probably the best find out of all of them. The Allman Brothers Band self-titled debut. Super clean copy. Just beautiful copy of this. Just amazing to find this at a Goodwill. I love that picture on the inside. Kind of very stereotypical of the time and the people, but yeah, it's a great album. I actually do already have this. I have the Beginnings album, which is their first and second album put together into a 2-record set. But it's really cool to have this original release of it. Very nice. Next one, which is just about as good, is Derek and the Dominos' debut album, Layla and Other Love Songs. That was a very cool find. Just another really nice piece too. Really nice quality, not all beat up like a lot of times you find at thrift stores. This next one is a band called White Horse that I just grabbed on a whim just because I thought it looked cool. I listened to the first side last night, and it's not very good, really. But it was worth a shot. It was interesting. I'll probably listen to the second side at some point, but I'm not sure I'll keep this. It was kind of funny Funny cover. There's a cow on the cover. Kind of crazy. And then we got some more comedy. This is the music issue. Rock, hype, heavy metal, C&W, bubblegum, groupies, dope, and roll. National Lampoon, the humor magazine. These are like a lot of music remakes done by National Lampoons, I guess. They're sort of making fun of stuff. They have got another copy of Jackson Browne's A Pretender. This one's just a little bit cleaner than the one I already have, so I'll replace it with this one. It's a good album. Listened to it a few times. I do enjoy it. And you got a copy of ABBA, the album. It was a nice find. Don't really have anything from ABBA other than the greatest hits, so it's nice to get this. And next up you got Herbie, Mann, and Fire Island. This was another one that I listened to a little bit, and it was kind of cheesy. Kind of has that very 70s, late 70s sound to it. That's just, a little bit disco-y and just not very good. So this is another one that probably won't make it, but it's fun to listen to anyway. And another really clean copy of Days of Future Past. This is something that I will buy every time, all day, every day in a dollar bin or a thrift store if it's clean. Just because this is an album I love, and I've given away several copies of this before, and who knows, this is quite an instrumental album as it is, and whoever I get in the next vinyl swappery might end up with this as a bonus album in their box. So it's another one of those. Another copy of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Rob Yolovox had sent me another sleeve for my original find that I found last year. But I think this one's even in better condition than the one he sent me, so I'll replace it with this. And we got George Benson, Weekend in LA. This is another one that I'm not really sure about. There is a 10-minute live version of On Broadway on here, which is a song I like, song I remember a lot, singing a lot from my childhood and everything. So who knows? But I thought I'd give it a chance. And next up we got a Billy Cobham, Simplicity of Expression. And this is another one that has sort of that late 70s disco influence to it, and it sounds kind of cheesy, and then you hear him start, hear the drumming start, and it's really good, but it's going to be hard to get past that cheesiness of it, so this is another one that might not make it. Another really killer find was another copy of Brain Salad Surgery from ELP. Jacob Hard Rock Records sent me this last year also in a trade we did, but it was a little rough, so this one's a little bit nicer. And an added bonus of this copy is just something I didn't even know was supposed to be there. There is a poster. So you kind of see their faces behind the logos there, and then it opens up and you got lyrics and then the full headshots there. So that was really cool to find that. Like I said, I didn't even know there was a poster with this album, so now I do, and I have a cleaner copy than I did before. And next up we got National Lampoon's That's Not Funny, That's Sick. Just some more sort of sketch comedy type stuff. Always fun to listen to. And the last thing we got here is a Weather Report Black Market. I really like the cover art on this a lot. Really eye-catching cover art. A lot of things going on in the picture there, and it's really pretty, and I really do like it. So this is another one of those weather report. You know, could be good, could be bad, but it's kind of funky. I like it so far. I like what I've heard of it anyway. So I'll have to dig some more into that. So anyway, that's my update for now. I hope everyone has a really great weekend, and just enjoy your music, enjoy good, nice adult beverage, good quality beer, and we'll be back at you real soon. Cheers.